Mr. Titty.
Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Now, grab your glass for that water. Get your picture of the water. Y'all check out that nice copper. Get that picture of that water. Simply pour your water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, live, pour, then drink. Now, move your body and drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Family, move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Or should we say, move, then drink. Now, raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Or should we say, raise, toast, then drink. Now take your breath and drink some water. Lift and pour yourself some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, live, move, toast. But to stay healthy, remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Eat closely, appropriately, move. But hey, take your breath. Live and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on, drink with me, fam. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink your water. Family. First off, I want to say great Kujichagulia to each and every last one. To every last one of y'all. So let's get into the toast now. Tonight, of course, y'all know I am going to be attempting to do the show. Right? So we're going to attempt to get up here, keep my energy up high enough so we could do folk tales for grown folks. So let's go on. For those that's out there that might want to get a head start on the folktale this week will be, We did the lion and the mouse. So we are moving to the charcoal burner and the fuller. A charcoal burner carried on his tray in his own house. One day he met a friend, a fuller. And entreated him to come and live with him, saying that they should be far better neighbors, and that their housekeeping expenses would be lessened. The fuller replied, "The arrangement is impossible as far as I am concerned. For whatever I should whiten, you will immediately blacken again with your charcoal. Like will draw like." So one more time, the charcoal burner and the fuller. A charcoal burner carried on his trade in his own house. One day he met a friend, a fuller, and entreated him to come and live with him, saying that they should be better neighbors and that their housekeeping expenses would be lessened. The fuller replied, "The arrangement is impossible as far as I am concerned. For whatever I should whiten, you would immediately blacken again with your charcoal. Like will draw like." So we're going to have to look up the term fuller. I know we did this before, many years ago. But the story makes perfect sense. Gonna make some good conversation. Shouts out to, we got somebody that's joining us on Periscope, Ms. Vix Fur. I think it's Vix Furry. And we also got Brother Kwame. Great Kujichagulia family. Make it a great day. Give information about camping this weekend, dates, location, time, and cost. All right. So we will be camping this weekend. From the 20th to the 22nd, we'll be at the Alum Creek State Park. No, it ain't Alum. Is it Alum Creek? I think it's Alum Creek. I think it's Alum. You get in touch with one of us before you come out there, right? But it's real close to Columbus, so I'm thinking it's Alum Creek. We got the campgrounds. We're gonna be kicking it. The price is $20 per individual. We got a $50 price for families. So come on out. We're going to have us a good time, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. It's going to be nice. It's going to be warm. We're going to have to be very creative with the food. Yup. It's going down. So come on out. Let me see. We also had the Gye-Nyame Journey Mall the next week. Ooh, man, I gotta get this fermenting started. I ain't even start my tea. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do my tea. Anyway, but so we got, what are we going out OT need for the camping trip? Oh, sleeping bag. That's all you need. Sleeping bag or a mat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Cause when Miss CeeLo come out there, she set her tent up like a room. I mean, cause my daughters was the first night they stayed with me. The next night, man, they abandoned me and they was up in Miss CeeLo's tent. Cause Miss CeeLo had, I mean, it was incredible. You know what I'm saying? I heard from my daughters that she had a fan up at the top of the tent. She had a one of those blow up beds up in there. I'm sitting up here like, okay, I'm just gonna lay over here on the ground because I don't understand. I'm just sitting up here like, what? Well, I said, what you mean a light? A light? She got a light and a fan up. I'm sitting up here like, good goobity goo. But hey, come how you are. You know what I'm saying? Miss CeeLo adapted her situation to, or is it her circumstance? She adapted her situation to what she wanted. She changed it. She morphed it, right? And you could do the same, right? We got enough tents for possibly about, right now we might got about 60, 70 people, right? So, it's going to be nice. So come on out, have a good time with Gye-Nyame, you know what I'm saying? Because this is how we build, right? This is what the real building is, right? It ain't in the city talking all this shit, right? It's out there in the woods learning how to do some stuff, right? So, let's do this toast. So I'm going to get my day started. Because all I got to do is iron a pair of pants today because I handled business earlier. Shouts out to Sister Navita because she just had her surgery. So she chilling. Hopefully she checking us out. She might be on vacation though. You know what I'm saying? Just chilling because every now and then when you get an opportunity to chill, I understand. So let's go on and raise up our glasses. Y'all ready? Did they say yeah? Oh, first off, I want to welcome you to the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Of course, this is the Daily Toast, and this is a Heart of a Simple production. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigm. Excellent. Now, let's do it. First off, getting on to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that Creator and we say, Ashe. Thank you. From there, family, where do we go? Y'all know where we go. You know where we go, right? Grab our list and we call on our ancestors. We salute our ancestors. Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert Texana Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William, Walter, Christopher Pendergast, Lena, Chris, Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Watch Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Watch Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pittman L, Nomo X, Pet Mont Rob, Malika Pacour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Bropro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Hare, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy right there, Gail Pulling, the Lexter Brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Carol Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Carolyn D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clayburg, Beatty, Sarah Weller, Vita Farmer, Agoso Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Deolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Linda Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Anna Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Trish Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther Keechler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Spale Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Harriet Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mae Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Jerenia Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Derrida Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Harry Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinier, I'm Tab Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas Alula Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Frank Russell Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Rena Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Hannah Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Damon Ayers, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Elder Basiji Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFritas Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scanterbury, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Pintup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Cadney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Malcolm Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Neilon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christine Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensenbaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brownlee, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Akabuki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacy Tribe, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Glebus, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Al Becker, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Salome Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, at Senior, Melly Miller, Housie Hastad, Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ada Casey, Thomas Cooper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Mark DeFord Dawson, Big Mama Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Alvis Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erlington Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Remy Laura Newton, J.B. Farkey, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Bradley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Humphrey Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javale McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward Benson Sr., Ethel H. McDaniel, Louis Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Cooper, George Swan, Edmonia Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We have Joella Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham Quincy, Mama Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quay Semple, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkins, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacy Trice, Denise Gorey, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khalid is in transition, Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Archie Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruth Elaine Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Monger III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Deshandra, Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Al Lauti, Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem Nkomo, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, Dr. Karimi Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Dusty Woods, T-Lar Woods, Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander, Brown, Cynthia, and Wright. Family, we raise our glass to all of our ancestors and we say, Ashe. The fuller is the equivalent of a dry cleaner. Oh, okay, cool. Also, for those that's interested in camping trip, we're going to be out in the woods during the equinox, by the way. So just letting y'all know. So we raise up our glass to all of our ancestors and we say, Ashe. And that is the best way anybody has ever put it to me, Kwame. Thank you. The equivalent of a dry cleaner. I could dig that. All right. So, family, from our ancestors, which in a sense represents the past out of which we came, the past upon which we stand, we raise up our glass in this present moment and we salute all of those born on Kujichagulia. Kujichagulia. This is our day. This is our time, family. Right? We define it. It's ours, right? So now listen. Kujichagulia. Family, activate those reticular formations. We are going to take time to go out here and we're going to seek some Kujichagulia. We're going to take a picture and we're going to share it, right? Because all of our principles are active around us all the time. We just got to take the time to see it. We got to start doing this right now. So for those that don't speak the language, Kujichagulia means self-determination. Now, so we're looking for self-determination. The demonic principle of the day is justice. The color is indigo. I got on black. Correspondence is the Hermetic law. Male name for the day is Kwabena. Female name is Abina. Right? So we raise our glass and we salute each. We salute this moment. We remember the sacredness of this moment. We remember the power that is manifest in this moment. The power that, in a sense, only we have. Those of us that recognize the power in the moment. We raise our glass and we salute and we say, Ashe. Also, I want to apologize to everybody who may have got the newsletter because I forgot to put this month's calendar in there. I apologize. I think I did. I got to go back and look. All right. So we raise the glass up for this moment. We say Ashe. From there, we move to our future generations. We toast the future. We toast our children, our children's children on to infinity, family. Right? Raise up our glass and we salute them. Whether they're here now, manifested as the beautiful babies in our lives right now, or they are future, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren. We have always been and we shall always be, and we raise up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move on to all of our relations, right? We lift our glass to all of our relations and we say Ashe. From all of our relations, family, this is that selfish toast. Shouts out to Ash Freedom Johnson. We throw up that glass, family. What is it that you need to move towards the better you in this moment, right now? Right now. Lift that glass up and we say Ashe. From there, family, we move and I toast the most beautiful, magnificent, uplifting, outstanding, the wisest individual in the room. And you know what that is? That's you. And we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. I'm going to sip, and I'm going to go iron my pants, and I'm going to mosey onto the car and get over to my adventure. And hopefully, like I said, if I keep the energy hyped up till the night, we will be having our show at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Matter of fact, I think we're going to have our show. It got to be the court. Damn. Family, peace. You have a great day.